Everyone is in here, so good morning. I'm Ikwan, and I'll be the chairperson for today's meeting. So thank you, Shazwani, Alisa, Aisha, and also Hanis for attending. Welcome and thank you for being here today. This meeting has been called to discuss the 5 project pitches under the theme Health and Wellbeing that focus on the university students. Our 5 project pitches really highlight the real challenge faced by students. So to recap briefly, the issues include financial stress, unhealthy eating on campus, digital overload, academic burnout, and also residential noises. These are all common and relevant concerns within our university. Our task today is to decide which proposal best combines innovation, feasibility, sustainability, and impact in improving student well-being. So with that, I open the floor for discussion. Everyone? Anyone?
Okay, so I'm gonna start first. I believe that digital balance challenge program is a highly valuable solution to address the social media overuse among UKM students. Through activities like journaling, evening walks, digital tracking, sharing session, and the use of reading tools, students can actively monitor and regulate their time screen and developing healthier digital habits. This program is also inclusive because it involves a wide range of students and is associated with PKU, UKM Health Center, which allows them to collect the participants' data and can be used as the benchmark for the future session and improvements. It is also innovative because students like us can earn merits or voucher through continuous participation, helping us accumulate merits and potentially reach the maximum percentage under the UKM club requirements. Certificates are also awarded, providing formal recognition of their commitment to the program. And I also think it's kind of like digital detox because it supports our mental health, helping us regain focus, improve self-regulation, and rebalance ourselves after a prolonged use of social media, particularly due to the online studying and academic demands like note-taking during lectures and completing assessment. Another one is the financial webinar program among first-year students as a solution to the issue of students not having enough money for lunch. In many cases, this problem is not due to insufficient allowance, but rather poor budgeting and spending habits, particularly among first year students who are still adjusting themselves, adapting to the university life. By introducing financial education early, this webinar can help students to manage their daily expenses, prioritize essential needs such as meals, and reduce unnecessary spending. Budgeting knowledge also must be supported by the self control of ourselves to ensure students prioritize lunch and other essential needs. This approach can prevent financial stress, reduce culture shock, help students consistently manage their expenses throughout their time at UKM. Overall, I think these both programs supports the students' well-being, self-management, and long-term development.
Okay, thanks for the explanation, Shazwani. I agree that excessive social media use affects students' focus and mental health. However, respectfully, I disagree that this should be prioritized as the main solution. The main issue is that it relies heavily on individual self control. Students are expected to reduce screen time in an environment where studying, communication, and even learning are already digital. Because of constant online exposure, this type of behavior change is hard to sustain. So, while the digital balance challenge is useful for awareness, I see it more as a supporting initiative rather than a core solution. Now, in contrast, I strongly believe the Project Green Food is the most impactful proposal. Food is a basic daily need, especially for students. What we eat directly affects energy levels, concentration, memory, mood, and academic performance. Students who consume meals high in fat and low in nutrients tend to feel tired, lose focus easily, and experiencing energy crashes during lectures. On the other hand, eating balanced meals helps students alert for longer periods, support brain function, and stabilizes mood. This is especially important for students who attend long lectures, labs, and study late into the night. And I believe what makes Project Green Food strong is that it creates a structural change, not just awareness. And by working with existing vendors and using a pre order system, it improves access to healthier meals while keeping prices affordable and reducing food waste. This approach does not only rely on motivation or discipline, it simply makes a healthier choice easier. And that's why I think this solution should be prioritized.
All right. Thank you, Alisa, for the wonderful insight and perspective. After hearing her views, I would like to support Alisa's point regarding the digital balance challenge. While I agree that excessive social media use can negatively affect students' mental health and focus, I also feel that the program relies too heavily on the individual self-discipline itself. In reality, students are required to be online for lectures, assignment, group discussion, and communication, hence making it difficult to clearly separate academic use from overuse. Because of this, reducing screen time may not be sustainable in the long term, even with the good intentions. So, I see this initiative as beneficial for awareness, but not strong enough as a core solution to student well-being. However, in contrast, I agree with prioritizing Project Green Food. Food is a basic necessity, and improving students' access to affordable and nutritious food meals directly supports their physical health, energy levels, and academic performance. Many students rely on quick, affordable meals that are often high in fat, sugar, and salt, which can lead to fatigue, poor focus, and unhealthy eating habits over time. So, what makes Project Green Food particularly strong is that it provides a practical and structural solution rather than placing responsibility solely on students. By collaborating with existing campus vendors and introducing a pre-order system, the project improves the project improves access to balanced, nutritious meals at affordable prices while also reducing food waste. This system supports students who have tight schedules and limited budgets, hence making healthier choices more convenient and realistic.
Oh, okay. I understand and respect the differing views on the social media program from both Alisa and Aisha. On second thought, I would like to add a comment on the financial webinar program. While it is a good initiative, I think its impact could be improved if it is not only limited to the first year students only. Financial management and self control are life skills that are relevant at all stages of university life, including amongst seniors. By opening the program to a wider audience, it can enhance overall participation and strengthen its long term effectiveness.
Okay, so for the financial awareness initiative, I think the strength of the proposal lies in its preventive nature. A lot of students struggle with budgeting and financial planning, and this approach addresses the root of the problem rather than just the symptom. It is also relatively low cost and also scalable, which make it practical to run across different cohorts. Just that the only limitation I see is that the impact may rely heavily on the student engagement, and not everyone, all students are motivated to attend the workshop unless they feel directly affected. Hmm, so for the project Green Food, I agree with all those points that have been stated. This is matter because nutrition directly affects students. Like just Alisa said, the proposal is innovative and practical because it works with existing vendors and use a pre-order system to make healthy food more affordable and convenient without major operational changes. Okay, by the way, we haven't heard from Hanis yet. So would you like to share your opinion? Which project caught your attention?
Yes, I strongly agree with the proposed solution of introducing a well-being week at UKM as a way to address academic burnout among students. Because academic burnout is not only caused by a single factor, but by the accumulation of academic pressure, continuous assessments, co-curricular commitments, and limited recovery time. Therefore, I believe a university-wide initiative is necessary, as individual efforts alone are often not enough to combat burnout effectively. What makes the well-being week particularly effective is its holistic approach. By combining stress management workshops, mindfulness activities, physical wellness programs, and time management training, this initiative addresses burnout from multiple angles: mental, physical, and academic. This is important because burnout affects students in all these areas simultaneously, not in isolation. I also agree that this program at the university level, with the involvement of UKM administration, student affairs, lecturers, and student volunteers, helps normalize conversations about mental health. When well-being initiatives are officially supported by the institution, students are more likely to participate without fear of being judged. Another strength of this proposal is its inclusivity. Opening the program to students across all faculties ensures that support is not limited to specific groups but reaches a wider student population, especially those juggling multiple responsibilities. It also creates a supportive environment where students can connect with peers and realize they are not alone in experiencing burnout. I believe the Wellbeing Week at UKM is a practical, impactful, and sustainable solution to academic burnout. With consistent implementation each semester, this initiative has the potential to improve students' well-being, reduce burnout, and foster a healthier academic culture at UKM.
I agree with Hanis. Burnout is a real issue among UCAM students due to heavy coursework, labs, project, and curriculum requirements. The Wellbeing Week is a positive initiative because it addresses mental, physical, and academic well-being together and provides students with coping and time management skills.
Um, Week at UKM sounds fine. Thank you for bringing up interesting points. I noticed that the noise disturbance proposal hasn't been discussed much so far. So I think one reason is that the solution focus mainly on the enforcement and also the existing rules, such as warning and penalties, rather than introducing a new system or approach. While it is a practical and address a real issue, it may be seen as a less innovative compared to other proposals. I would like to hear your thoughts on this proposal as well. Maybe we can briefly touch on it. Anyway,
What you said just now was right about the proposed solution, because firstly, the solution focuses heavily on punitive enforcement, such as a tree warning system, demerits, and increased monitoring by guards or night patrols. While these measures may reduce noise just for temporarily, they do not address the root cause of the behavior, which includes lack of awareness, poor communication between residents, and differing lifestyles among students. Secondly, implementing stricter enforcement requires significant administrative resources, including additional staff, monitoring systems, and coordination with college management. This may not be practical or sustainable in the long term, especially during peak academic periods. Over reliance on enforcement can also create tension between students and authorities, leading to resentment rather than cooperation. Although this issue is important, these solutions lack a balanced and holistic approach. Other proposals that focus on awareness, well-being, and preventive strategies offer greater impact and sustainability.
Yes, indeed. I also agree with Hani's points regarding the noise disturbance proposal. While the issue of residential noise is important, the proposed solution focuses mainly on punishment and enforcement rather than prevention or education. So I would like to add that relying heavily on penalties may also discourage open communication between students and residential management. So instead of fostering a supportive living environment, it may create tension and fear among residents. So because of this, I believe the proposal lacks innovation and a well-being focused approach when compared to other initiatives that aim to improve students' health through preventative and supportive strategies.
Okay, I kind of like agree that the noise disturbance issue was not discussed earlier because it's already covered under existing regulation. And I also agree that the Green Food Project initiative is a strong candidate for the best solution under this theme. It has a significant impact on us, especially on our health and well-being.
I agree with everyone's stance regarding the noise disturbance issue as well.
Okay. Based on our discussion, the top three proposal would be the financial awareness initiative, the academic burnout program, and also the campus food project, which is Project Green Food. So from what we have heard before, the majority of us feels like the Project Green Food stand out as the best solution. So I think the reason it comes out on top is clear. The project itself is practical and sustainable. It works with existing vendors, introduce a innovative pre-order system, and can be piloted across the campus. For me, Project Green Food offers a sustainable long-term intervention rather than a one-off program or awareness campaign. It also changed the campus environment in a way that continuously supports healthier student choices. So with the majority of us in agreement, Project Green Food would be the winner for this innovative solution competition. So before we officially close, does anyone have any final comment or maybe disagree with this decision? Thank you everyone for your time and thoughtful input today. Since there are no further comments and objection, we will proceed to officially close the meeting. So based on our discussion, I would like to conclude Project Green Food has been selected as the most suitable solution under the theme Health and Wellbeing that focus on the university student. So we believe this project has a strong potential to make a real difference for student health and well-being. And it can now be recommended to the higher authorities for further consideration and possible implementation on campus. Thank you all again for your participation and contribution to today's deliberation. All right, thank you everyone.